Hello to the nation. Hello to the nation, Dr. PlayStation Nation here to talk to you guys over a little bit of a mod spotlight. As you guys can see, we're in the mod spotlight world, and today we're going to be talking about the Lots of Food mod by Epifoy92000. I think that's the name. I'll leave the forum link in the description. You guys are going to check it out. Before we get started, I'd like to mention a few quick things. One, guys, make sure you guys go check out my Minecraft server, mcwarside.com. It is an amazing place where you guys can play prison and factions and povertycraft and survival and all that other cool stuff and a ton of different PvP things, and you guys are gonna check it out. Anyway, second thing, this is a Forge compatible mod. I did have some issues running it in compatibility with a couple other things, but for the most part it seemed to be pretty good with the basic stuff. I do have inventory tweaks on here and some other stuff and NEI and all that, so it's fairly good with compatibility. There's just a couple things I need to take out, so that is up to you guys. There's also going to be the forum link in the description and the download link, so you guys are going to be able to go check that out. And finally, if you guys would like to make a little contribution to the channel, make sure you guys hit that like button down below. It is right above that comment box, and you guys will be able to check that, or comment box, description box, that's what I mean. And you guys will be able to contribute towards the channel and help grow the channel, all that good stuff. And finally, you guys can click in the top right hand corner of the video, and that'll bring you to my playlist of all currently compatible mods. So that's all the mods that are compatible with the current version of Minecraft and all that cool stuff. And in the top left hand corner, you guys will see the tutorial that I made on how to install Forge mod loader extremely easily. Easiest way to install it by far. So anyway, now that we have said all those things, let's get started. So what does the Lots of Food mod do? Well, it adds more than 130 items into the game, different food items, and that's going to be seen in these 3 different chests here. So 2 double chests full of stuff. I don't know why that has 3 for some reason. It adds some sandwiches, it adds ice cream, it adds chocolate, it adds different types of meat, raw horse beef, you got toffee apples, you got even tea, vodka, which we're gonna try that out. Let's grab that tea. We got rum, we got even milk, so you guys can get coconut milk, pepper seeds, that sort of stuff. And then we got a ton of other stuff. So you guys even got candy, you guys got donuts and all that stuff. So there isn't enough time in this video to actually go over everything, but I do want to go over a few of these things. So first of all, I would like to go over some of these different alcohols because they do have potion effects, which is going to be pretty cool. I do want to go over these pepper seeds because they are going to be a little bit different than your normal type of thing. The bananas and the corn are just simply going to be grown in jungles. So if you guys see the corn in here, I think it's over here. Corn. There's popcorn, so you guys can make popcorn from the corn. I wish I could find the corn. Where'd the corn go? Corn, are you here? Are you here, corn? I can't find it, but there is corn here. Trust me, if we just open up this guy here. Corn. Boom. There we go. That stuff grows in jungles. But as far as these pepper seeds go, you actually can craft these pepper seeds. So you're actually going to need blaze powder over seeds. That's going to give you these pepper seeds. And then if we get a hoe, so just get ourselves a hoe here, you guys will be able to place this down and then actually plant them. Or sorry, plant them on grass. It's not a hoed land. I completely forgot about that. You just place them on grass, and they actually don't need water or anything. They'll actually grow just like that. And if we were to bone meal them, like so, let's grab some bone meal. Bone meal them like so. Boom, it's going to grow with 1 bone meal. So as you guys can see, it went from 0 to 100 real quick. And boom, it's all full right like that. And then when you break it, it would normally drop. I'm in game mode, so it doesn't work, but it would normally drop between 1 and 3 peppers. And just like melons, those peppers can be turned back into seeds, and you can increase your farm. Sorry about that, guys. I just wanted to switch my game mode and reduce all that stuff. So with that, if we were to grab a pepper, which hopefully I can find one of these relatively simply. You can also get meat from squids now, which is kind of cool. So if I were to get a pepper right there, boom. If I were to eat this pepper, you can eat these things raw, or you can cook them into things. If you eat it raw, it will give you 2 points of hunger, but it will also burn you for 3 seconds, so it'll light you on fire. So that's one of the kind of cooler things. Popcorn's just popcorn. You kind of just eat it, boom, fills you up. Banana's just a banana. These things are really not super special. Corn can actually be used to make cornbread, which is kind of cool. And all that stuff really isn't too crazy special. So there's not a lot to talk about there. But what there is a lot to talk about is a bunch of other cool stuff. So first of all, we're going to grab these guys here. So one of the things that's going to be really interesting, and if I just do that, take away a ton of hunger for me. One of the best things to eat in this game is going to be the pasta carbonara. So by eating the pasta carbonara, it's actually going to give you 9 sticks of hunger back, which is ridiculous. So if we go and we actually can find the pasta carbonara, you guys will see that the crafting recipe for that is actually mildly ridiculous. So let's see if we can find the pasta carbonara right there. The crafting recipe for that is just going to be your normal pasta with the raw pork chop, with the egg, with the cheese. Now, it makes sense that this is going to go up and become a lot of stuff, considering the cheese, the egg, the raw pork chop, and the pasta can all be eaten separately. And these actually do stack up to stacks of 32. So if I were to change my game mode like so, I can actually stack these up into stacks of 32 like so. So as you guys can see, now I got this, which, you know, is virtually 32 full hunger bars, or 30 or so full hunger bars, guys, which is actually kind of ridiculous. And as you eat them, the bowls will stack, so that's kind of cool. So that's something that's interesting. Let's drop that. Drop that, and let's go on to the alcohols. So what's cool about the alcohols? Well, by drinking them, so say we were to switch out of game mode like so, if you were to drink them, it's going to give you a little bit of hunger, so I believe it's 2 things of hunger, but it's also going to give you 30 seconds of nausea. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of an interesting thing. At the same time, by drinking the tea, it will have the same effect as milk and clear all of that stuff up. And then finally, if you were to drink something like vodka, it's actually going to give you 40 seconds of nausea, which is kind of interesting. So then we can drink our tea, clear all that stuff up. And the tea is actually a relatively cheap price. If we can actually find the tea here, I can show you guys. All it is a glass, a normal glass, and then above that normal glass is just simply going to be, can we find it? Can we find it, guys? Above that normal glass is going to be a leave block. So it's a pretty cheap recipe. If you have, you know, a pair of shears and some glass, you can definitely make this sort of thing. It would be pretty good for you guys. Really? I can't find it? Okay, fine. Okay, fine. We'll search it up. Tea. There we go. And I think I pulled it out of there, that's why. So if we look at the recipe, there we go. You see it's just any sort of leaf block over a glass, and a glass is simply 3 glass panes. So as long as you have, you know, 6 glass blocks, you guys can make a ton of those glasses and make a ton of teas, which is definitely going to be useful for you to carry around underneath the ground if you guys get poisoned or something similar. So anyway, that is all that. We also haven't talked yet about this machine or contraption that's going on behind me, so let's kind of throw all that stuff away. Do we have anything else? Okay, good. Now we can go over here. This sort of contraption here is called the ice cream and drink machine. Now if we check the recipe for this, it's actually not too bad. You know, you're gonna have 2 hoppers, 2 redstone, and 5 iron. From there, I simply set it up with this sort of hopper contraption because I wanted to make sure it was lever activated. But say I were to flip this lever, it's gonna start pulling items from here, and if we give it a second, it'll start pulling all of these various items, and it's gonna start filling up here. And as soon as this chocolate is done, it's gonna start pulling in glasses, and once all those items are in there, it's actually going to start giving us the option to make these things. So I can make a chocolate ice cream if I wanted to. I can make a chocolate milkshake if I wanted to, that sort of thing. So it's definitely something cool, definitely something interesting. And then, you know, if I were to switch out of game mode like so, I could eat all those, and they would help me out, and they would give me hunger. So yeah, anyway, that I think is as much food items as I can really show you. There's no real effects that the other ones give you, just kind of gives you more stuff to kind of look at, different fruits and vegetables and plants and different vegetation, I guess I should say, that you guys can do. You guys can also get cheese buckets, and the cheese bucket is just simply a smelted milk bucket, and the cheese bucket can be made in cheese. There's tons of recipe for you guys. The other thing, and the final thing, is actually the new environmental changes that have been made. So we're going to slash toggle downfall like so, and we're actually going to go check out the new environment. So if we teleport ourselves over here, there we go. Okay, cool, we're off it. So anyway, when you teleport, very rarely you'll find these items here, and these items are made out of, if I break this block, you'll see they're made out of, give it, do not throw potions at me. Do not throw potions at me. They're made out of caramel, chocolate, and sugar blocks. You know, I can kill this witch right here. Witch, don't kill my vibe. And then we can run in here and check out what's going on. So inside these, you're going to find, you know, various cakes. So I can eat these cakes that are here. Cakes now in this will stack up to 32, which is awesome. You guys will see all the drops that you can get in here. So we got a normal cake. We got a cheesecake. As you guys can see, place the cheesecake down, place the normal cake down. Pretty cool. You know, we got some chocolate cupcakes. Chocolate cupcakes are made by the normal cake. It'll have some furnaces and stuff in here. And, you know, you got various stuff. So it's a pretty cool house. We'll go check out the other house. So I kind of did disturb this one when I found it just to kind of see what was in it for myself. But we got this one over here. And I believe it's just a coincidence that this is close to a village. I don't think that that's something that's going to be every time. But when I first came in, as you guys can see, boom, we actually have some mobs in here because this room is actually naturally dark. And oh my goodness, ow, is there any tea? Is there any tea? No, there's no tea. Okay, well, anyway, the poison's already gone, so it's not anything to worry about. But we did get a ton of stuff, so we got coconut ice cream, too, which I can eat if I wanted to. But anyway, yeah, so this is what the blocks are made out of. You guys can pick these up. You know, these are, as you guys see, sugar bricks. And then your sugar bricks, you can actually turn them back into sugar, which is kind of cool. So if you guys want to keep a ton of sugar, you guys can. And yeah, so anyway, that's this mod spotlight. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you guys did, remember to slam that like button down below. Subscribe to Join the Nation if you already haven't. And check out any of my other mod spotlights or my tutorial for how to install Forge mod loader. Anyway, hopefully you guys did enjoy. I am the Doctor, and I am out. Bye!